Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to Chicago and the famed Aragon Ballroom for tonight's main event. 10 rounds, middleweights going at it. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner.
And his opponent across the ring, the Warrior Anderson.
Round number 1 is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. See, not just one jab. He throws that second one right behind it. Accurate hook. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Diaz. What a demolishing hook by Anderson.
Get out of the way from those punches. Move your head.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Good work with the combination, putting his punches together, and it's paying off.
Yeah, it is paying off. You know, the first couple didn't get there, but he caught him on the back end.
Well-placed counterpunch by Anderson. Anderson's coming up big here early on in the fight because he just showed his opponent, hey, listen, you got to be careful. I can counterpunch you.
No better way to slow down your opponent. You know, we know the other way you slow him down. You hit him right on the shin, and you make him say, hey, I don't want to walk in. But when you make him miss and you counter, that slows him down, too.
Really a lot of consistency from him with the right hand. Red-hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it was in a film library. Watching Hammer and Hank, the great Henry Armstrong. Never took a step backwards, kept going forward.
A nice, crisp hook after a fine defensive effort. Digs in with a good, solid uppercut after taking a shot. Counter punch up top. Beautiful counter punch by Anderson. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Flush right hand to the head. Round comes to an end here. Glad you've joined us ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas on another night at the fights. We're with you all year long, every step of the way, as is our crew. And the guys just don't get enough credit sitting back there in the production truck, but they make all this happen, Teddy.
Yeah, they do, of course. Rick, Robbie, Mike, all you guys, Ryan, Scott, Russ. We appreciate you doing all the difficult work while we get a chance to sit out here and enjoy the fun part. And by the way, you guys, after we just said that, you guys are picking up the tab tonight.
Able to land the hook to the head. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Back to the body.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Side to side.
Targets the hook after blocking that shot. Solid jab by Anderson. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Nice job to land that counter punch. He's getting away from one of his own by Anderson. Scored well with the hook after blocking that shot. Fine looking right hand by Anderson. Oh, what a hook upstairs. Just 10 seconds to go in this round.
Yeah, good work. Just keep working it.
And round number 3 is underway. How about that? Another right hand. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Anderson's on the wrong end of a razor-sharp hook. He fires off the combination there, and it lands. Protecting his head well with his guard. He's able to score with that hook on the inside with such ease, Teddy.
Yeah, well, what his opponent should do now is he already knows that he's getting hit with it. Now, how can I take it away? How can I counter it? Well, what he can do is, as soon as he feels that hook hit his side, come right back with right hand. Right hand can beat a hook because it's straighter. It can get inside it.
Very accurate with the double jab. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Anderson. Committing now to the left hand. Good straight shot. Fine work with the double jab downstairs. Anderson's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Nice work, great technique. The combo lands. Nice strike after catching one by Anderson. Solid left. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Diaz. Nice work with the double jab to the midsection. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. And that's the end of round 3. Well, if things continue like this is going to be an interesting stretch run of this fight. Beginning of round number 4. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
I see that coming. Now let's go.
A solid left hand by Anderson. Good step back counterpunch there. Anderson scoring with that right hand. Nice work with the jab on the outside. Lands a big hook. Anderson's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. A barrage of punches that time. Good combination.
Yeah, that's what you want. You don't want one at a time. You want 3 or 4.
90 seconds to go here in this round. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. A quick, devastating hook by Anderson. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. And he stays downstairs. Solid straight right hand. In a later stage of the fight like we have right here, when you see one guy consistently getting hit with the right hand, what is the answer?
Move your head.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Diaz. How about that? 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. All landing. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Anderson's going with a quality that I think is very underrated in boxing, and that is to be judicious, to really think about when, how, and make the most of each thing you're doing. His punch rate, very, very effective in terms of his percentage landed.
Yeah, he's throwing educated punches. You know, he's not wasting anything. He's making everything count, but just as importantly, everything's leading to something else. You know, he's working the body one moment, and that's leading up to some head attack later on. So he's planning everything out like a smart fighter, a guy that understands the sweet science.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Good counter punch. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Anderson. Look at him put his punches together. A digging counter punch by Anderson. Oh, you gotta like that hook by Anderson. Anderson's very much he is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. And yet another big shot comes in. Oh, and he goes down for the first time tonight.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But, Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Brings the hook that time. Anderson swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Come on, kid.
Solid hook. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Diaz. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Oh, he turns it over right into a hook. Really on target there with a three-punch combination. That last round was a great example of the game plan by Anderson. They want to see clean and effective punching, just landing flush. They got it.
Yeah, a lot on the back end. You know, he was stepping out, doing a lot of counter punching, allowing his opponent to do some of his work for him. Come in a little reckless and nail him.
Here he comes, nice and aggressive, red hot going after it. Much the way he finished up the action the last time we saw him in the last round.
Hey, look, if you're a fisherman and the fishing was good in a certain spot, you can't wait to get the boat out to that same spot. He's rolling right out there.
He missed with that headshot. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there.
Pace yourself.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Anderson's fighting real smart here on the outside. Teddy, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through and some of them will watch them. They're getting through. And you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing 1 or 2 at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
There's the combo downstairs. Comes right back at him with a left hand. And round 6 comes to an end. You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eye shuts closed like that, everything changes.
But one thing doesn't change, Joe, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
Oh, that's a big hook right there. On the mark with the hook after blocking that shot. Nothing there on the punch by Anderson. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Some fine fundamentals. Good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counter punch landing by Anderson. Anderson's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Halfway through the 7th round.
Come on,
Anderson's doing a really nice job here. I mean, putting his punches together. This is what you're supposed to look like as an offensive fighter.
Yes, it is, especially when you have a guy in front of you putting the earmuffs on. You know, you cover up the way that his opponent is. You're supposed to put them together. 1 or 2 are going to be blocked. But when you put them together like that, they're going to get through.
Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. Now, that's some fine work right there by Anderson. Good job snapping out that jab.
You know, if you're watching Muhammad Ali, you know you need a jab to move on the outside. But if you're coming forward, you need a jab, and there's proof of it.
Oh, and he's going to the body well. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Committing to the work downstairs with the left. And this round comes to an end. You know, neither man's been pushed too hard so far, but one man has taken advantage of it. A commanding lead on your scorecard, Teddy, as we start round number 8.
Yeah, he hasn't been forced into a fast pace, so he's just taking what's been given to him. There's been a lot of picking there, the fruit at the top of the tree, and he's picked it.
A big hook to the head by Anderson. A good counter punch by Anderson. Anderson's right hand working well that time. He scored well. I really like what he's doing here. I mean, if you were to pick any one piece of weaponry that you say aligns with what he is strategically as a fighter, it is the jab, and he's firing it off beautifully.
And he's firing it off consistently all night at the right distance. He's getting full extension on that punch, and that's making him effective offensively and safe defensively. He's out of the other fighter's range.
Solid counter punch by Anderson. You know, he did a very nice job of finishing up that. He put the third punch in there and landed the combination. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Anderson. Snaps that jab out. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Scored well up top. He brings it right back. Big shot upstairs. Boom, left hand comes home. He turned and bang, and away he goes. Oh, that's beautiful stuff, Teddy. That is beautiful work with that combination to score the knockdown.
Well, that's the benefit of putting them together. One sets up the other one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The 9th round of this good fight. Blocks it away. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Diaz. He is so dangerous with that left hook to the body, and this time he adds the right hand on the back end. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Very accurate work with the hook there after fine defense. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Anderson. Nice strike after catching one by Diaz. Good block there by Anderson. Good looking counter punch. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Anderson.
Side to side.
Targeting that straight left hand. So he went down earlier, and yet he's still fighting with the same kind of spot. Now look at him. He does not look good on the back end of that hook coming home. There it is. How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
over. The fight is over. Anderson's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight. That woke up the fans. Wow, did that wake up the fans. A fight that was assured of heading to the judges' scorecards. It ends by knockout.
That's why as a trainer, you like a fight